Hello class, this is Daniel Lewis answering questions for the unit on communication and looking at listening skills. This was a good exam or a good questionnaire just to look through and look at all the various listening skills and things that are a part of our character, things that we do. So taking a look at mine, my score, I ended up getting a 28. I'm about seldom in everything as far as how often I do those poor listening traits. So um, I'm not it's not every time or never, but it is definitely seldomly I will do things that aren't, consistent or respectful or things along those lines. So there are times where I do fall short as far as listening goes. But all in all, I think that I do have good listening skills. So nothing really surprised me about my score. I thought that that was the case. I thought that I'm generally a decent listener. I do a pretty good job on it. Sometimes I have inconsistencies if there are things that I don't want to listen to or I think that sound ridiculous. Sometimes I'll check out, but that's not very often. But I know that I do that from time to time. So that's something that I can definitely improve on. As far as the listening challenges, sometimes focus or distractions, sometimes I'll have that. If I know that I need to listen, I'll try and get somewhere that's going to be a focused place. I'll try and get somewhere that I'm going to be able to give my undivided attention because I can be easily distracted. So I try to do that. I try to not do multiple things. So if I do need to listen, I need to put things away or go to where I need to go so that I'm able to listen. So those are some of the challenges that I have. How could I improve on my listening skills? I think that's just about developing my character and being more intentional about my listening, being more intentional about how to improve that. So I need to spend specific time, like, hey, I'm gonna work. Let's go sit down and we're gonna talk. Let me listen. Set anything aside, or make sure that I'm completely focused in the here and now. So those are things that I need to do that can help improve my listening skills. As far as the Bible verses below and that we had read, there's a few of them definitely hit, but if you stop listening to instructions, you'll make stupid mistakes. This seems like all the message versions of the different verses, but they do definitely make sense. Always be more willing to listen than to speak, and keeping control of your anger. These ones all impact me. Um, and so, but the one that really hits me is there's more hope for a fool than for someone who speaks without thinking. That's something that I can do from time to time. I've definitely gotten better at that over the years, but is listening and thinking before I speak. That's definitely been one of my weaknesses over the years. So that's something that impacts me reading that. And then another one is that not to answer before listening, to hear people out, to see what they're saying, to try and understand their perspective, ask more questions. That was a book that I had read, Humble Inquiry. It's about asking more questions, drawing people out. So thought that was a great book. It really helped me understand the art of asking questions and getting to know people. So trying to work on that and looking forward to it. Thanks, and looking forward to hearing your responses as well.